Liverpool rocked by shock twists on and off the pitch. Don't miss a second. Subscribe now for instant Reds updates, exclusives and breaking alerts. Richard Hughes plots masterclass Liverpool midfielder swoop as elite playmaker target, open to all proposals. Liverpool have reportedly joined the growing race to sign one of the top talents in African football, while the Reds have also been given the potential nod over a spectacular summer capture from a Premier League rival. Despite continued doubts over the long-term future of Arne Slot at Anfield, Anfield Chiefs are continuing to hunt top talent ahead of the summer transfer window, and they appear to have latched onto a gem also on the radar of other Premier League sides. A move based on stats-driven data is said to be on the cards for the Ghana midfielder, although a simple eye test is all that is needed when it comes to another incredible Liverpool target making big headlines this season. Liverpool add incredible midfield talent to summer shortlist. It's being reported by a Liverpool insider that the Reds have joined the list of clubs chasing FC Nordsjælland midfielder Caleb Urenki this summer. Our sources have previously revealed how Man-United scouts have been watching the player, who is also on the radars of Arsenal and Brighton. Urenki returned from the Danish Superliga's winter break in outstanding form, delivering a man-of-the-match performance as Nordsjælland beat high-flying Sonderjyske. The 20-year-old opened the scoring before assisting the decisive second goal, a display that only intensified the growing Premier League scramble for his signature. The midfielder, a product of the renowned Right to Dream Academy in Ghana, is already drawing comparisons to compatriot Michael Essien thanks to his blend of power, ball-winning intelligence and progressive passing. Inside Nordsjælland, he is viewed as the club's next major export, and the rest of Europe agrees. And now, speaking on Anfield Index's Transfer Show podcast, Dave Davis shared insight into Liverpool's interest in Urenki, in a move almost certainly being orchestrated by sporting director Richard Hughes, stating, "Liverpool have watched him a few times now, and he had a great game against Copenhagen this weekend." The growing attention reflects Liverpool's ongoing focus on younger midfield options who combine technical ability with athleticism. Recruitment sources suggest the club's data-driven model has flagged Urenki as an intriguing option, especially as Slot looks to balance intensity with control in the centre of the pitch. Davis also added, "They had a serious ask about Urenki in January and they are still in the mix for a move in the summer." Davis also revealed how analytics is playing a major role in Liverpool's interest in a player who is expected to cost in the region of 25 million, 22 million, 30 million, adding, "We're also told that because of how Urenki is performing and the numbers behind his performances, he has jumped ahead of a lot of candidates." Urenki is considered a likely Wataru Endo replacement this summer, with the Japan international expected to move on after struggling for game time under Arne Slot. Liverpool given hope over stunning Morgan Rogers' swoop. Liverpool have reportedly held initial talks over a sensational move for Aston Villa and England playmaker Morgan Rogers, who remains firmly on Chelsea's radar and is also a dream Tottenham target. The 23-year-old has notched a combined 13 GA tally so far this season in playing a major role in high-flying Villa's campaign, while also usurping Jude Bellingham as England's number 10 ahead of this summer's World Cup. That incredible form has not gone unnoticed, though, with Caught Offside reporting that Liverpool have made a major move for Rogers' services. Liverpool have held talks with Morgan Rogers' representatives, and the door wasn't shut on them. The player is open to all proposals in the summer, the report notes. Respected journalist Fabrizio Romano recently reported how Tottenham view Rogers as a dream target this summer, having failed with a move in the last summer window, although no Champions League football is a major issue there. Meanwhile, Team Talk's Fraser Fletcher revealed earlier this month that Rogers remains on Chelsea's shortlist, though they'd have to pay north of 80 million to sign him. Indeed, his fee could even end up hitting the 100mm mark if a bidding war catches fire for a player also on the radar of both Manchester sides. Real Madrid tease outrageous swap deal. Real Madrid have reportedly made contact with Liverpool to propose an outrageous swap deal involving Eduardo Camavinga and Dominik Szoboszlai, as Team Talk reveals whether the club's owners, FSG, could agree to such a deal. Having already signed Trent Alexander-Arnold from the Reds, Real also remain keen on Alexis McAllister and are now said to be monitoring playmaker Szoboszlai as well. Hungary national team boss Marco Rossi lit the fire on that speculation when he revealed over the weekend that Szoboszlai dreams of playing for Real Madrid. And now slightly dubious Spanish outlet E-Notices claims that Madrid are actively trying to convince Liverpool to sell them the 25-year-old midfielder, offering the injury-plagued Camavinga and 30 million 26 quine 35.6 for the Red Star. However, our transfer insider Graham Bailey reported on February 7th that Liverpool are determined to hold of Szoboszlai and are ready to accept his demands for a new contract. That appears to leave Real's hopes of a major summer deal in tatters, and Camavinga likely staying put for now. More Liverpool news: shock McAllister move. Diomande signing boost. Manchester United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe is keen on an outlandish raid on Liverpool in the summer of 2026 to bring Alexis McAllister to Old Trafford, according to a reliable source. Meanwhile, Team Talk understands that a host of Europe's elite, including Liverpool, were in Germany over the weekend, as the scramble for RB Leipzig sensation Yann Diomande intensifies, and the Reds have the most advanced interest of any Premier League side. Elsewhere, Liverpool's hopes of pulling off the perfect Mohamed Salah succession plan have been dealt a major blow, with Team Talk informed that Bayern Munich are preparing to shut down any prospect of Michael Olise returning to the Premier League this summer. Finally, Bayern Munich are still keen on signing Florian Wirtz from Liverpool, according to a German source, who has also revealed what the agent of the attacking midfielder has told the Bundesliga giants about the Anfield star's future. Liverpool primed to sign elite 100 metres forward before man uttered as Star discusses Anfield move again. Liverpool are best placed to bring Yann Diomande to the Premier League, despite rival interest from Manchester United and Arsenal, and the RB Leipzig star has once again discussed the Anfield club. Diomande looks set to make Leipzig huge profit this summer. They paid Spanish outfit Leganes $20 million for his services in July last year, and his value has since skyrocketed to 100 meters, 87 to 118 meters. Diomande has rapidly emerged as one of the Bundesliga's most exciting forwards. The winger, who can shine on either flank, has notched 9 goals and 6 assists in 24 appearances this season. There are similarities with Manchester City star Jeremy Doku, as Diomande is rapid and skillful, allowing him to take on opposition defenders with relative ease. Liverpool, Man United and Arsenal are the main English clubs trying to sign the 19-year-old, while Paris Saint-Germain are also in the frame. Diomande made headlines last month when he said, "I want to play at Anfield. I want to play for Liverpool. I'm a big Liverpool fan. My father's dream is to see me play for Liverpool." In a new interview with German outlet Bild, Diomande clarified his comments by saying, "People made it out to be my dream club, but first and foremost, it's my dad's favourite club. It was always his great wish to see me play there someday because he loves the atmosphere at Anfield. He always raved about Steven Gerrard. I was too young to see him play. We didn't even have a TV at home for a long time. I have a lot of respect for Liverpool, but my dream club right now is Leipzig." According to reports in Germany, United see Diomande as the missing piece of the puzzle for their attack. However, they are at serious risk of missing out on him to rivals Liverpool. We revealed on Monday that Liverpool hold the most advanced interest in Diomande. Liverpool see the Ivory Coast ace as a great player to help them move on from Mohamed Salah, given his ability to play on either side. Liverpool scout Yann Diomande again. Liverpool were among several elite clubs to send scouts to watch Diomande score against Wolfsburg on Sunday. Sources have previously confirmed to our transfer insider, Graham Bailey, that Liverpool and United have made contact with the teenagers' camp to register their interest. There were suggestions Diomande might leave Leipzig in a 60 minutes, 52 minutes, 71 minutes deal in January, but these were laughed off by sources. Luis Diaz may actually help in Liverpool's pursuit of Diomande. German journalist Christian Falk recently called speculation Bayern Munich will move for Diomande due to the superb form of Diaz. Tottenham hunting former Newcastle star with value more than double from last year. Tottenham are among the clubs on the hunt for a new defender, and a former Newcastle man is in sight after his value has more than doubled in the last year. Spurs are in trouble in potentially multiple ways. That they are 16th in the Premier League following a 17th placed finish last season suggests they could genuinely be relegated. That would surely see some of their best players leave, and that could happen if they don't secure European football, which looks a very unlikely task, given they'd essentially have to win the Champions League for that. Mickey van der Ven and Cristian Romero will be two of the first out the door, with huge clubs tracking them and reports suggesting their eyes are wandering. As a result, Tottenham are going to have to reinforce their defence, and journalist Mirko Di Natale reports they are one of the Premier League big guns who will be looking for a new defender. Lloyd Kelly is in sight. He states the spotlight could turn on the Juventus defender, previously of Newcastle, with Liverpool and Chelsea also on the hunt for a new centre-back. Di Natale states Kelly's valuation tops out at $50 million, 43.5 means, more than double what it was a year ago. Tottenham will lose a centre-back. It looks almost certain that Romero will be on his way out the door at Tottenham in the summer. Team Talk has learned that he wants to make a move, with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona in the mix for him. But Spurs will be asking for 70 or 80 million if they are to lose the Argentine during the summer. Whether any of the interested sides will be willing to pay, that remains to be seen. But Romero's view is that a move away from Tottenham is best. Tottenham Roundup. Exodus expected former Spurs scout Brian King feels there'll be far more stars than just Romero looking to leave if there's no European football on offer next season. He said, "I can see Christian Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Guglielmo Vicario, then one of Dominic Solanke or Richarlison wanting to leave. A defender could be inbound, as a return to England for Antonio Rudiger is reportedly gaining momentum, and Tottenham are one of the sides who have begun talks for him. And Tottenham are facing competition from both Manchester United and Leeds for Championship midfield target Hayden Hackney. Liverpool respond to Morgan Rogers' talks claims as furious six-club transfer battle ignites. Liverpool sources have poured cold water on suggestions they have held talks with the camp of Aston Villa sensation Morgan Rogers, and those close to the player have also denied speaking to any club amid growing interest across Europe, Team Talk can reveal. Rogers has exploded into one of the Premier League's elite attacking forces since arriving from Middlesbrough in 2024, evolving into a devastating modern number 10 and a central figure in both Thomas Tuchel's plans and England's World Cup preparations. At just 23, he is currently viewed as comfortably ahead of Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, and Eberechi Eze in the race to start for the Three Lions this summer. Villa moved quickly to secure their jewel, handing Rogers a long-term deal in November that ties him down until 2031, a contract that now looks like one of the most valuable in the division. His form has been instrumental in Villa's push for a top 3 finish, and the club remain adamant they are building around him, not preparing to cash in. But that hasn't stopped the interest. As we previously revealed, Chelsea, driven by recruitment chief Joe Shields, who first identified Rogers at Manchester City, retain a strong ambition to bring him to Stamford Bridge. Liverpool, long-term admirers of the forward, remain hugely keen, but insiders have dismissed claims of fresh contact. The Blues and the Reds are far from alone though, and Villa certainly won't make things easy for suitors. PSG join Prem sides in Morgan Rogers race. Arsenal, Tottenham and Manchester United all hold Rogers in high regard and continue to monitor the situation closely, sources confirm. And the attention is not limited to England. We can reveal that Paris Saint-Germain have been doing increasing work on Rodgers, with sources indicating the French champions were hugely impressed by his performances during last season's Champions League clashes. PSG have maintained a watching brief ever since and are expected to remain in the conversation should the landscape shift. For now, Rodgers is fully focused on Villa and England, and his camp have flatly denied any suggestion they are laying groundwork for a move. While they acknowledge the level of interest, they insist it is simply the natural consequence of being one of Europe's most exciting young attacking talents. With Rodgers contracted at Villa Park until 2031, Unai Emery's side are in a strong negotiating position, so it would take a huge fee to convince them to sell. Latest Liverpool news: Shot Klopp claims debunked Szoboszlai exit links. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Manchester United have denied claims from Jurgen Klopp's agent that they made contact with the legendary Liverpool manager. We understand the German coach has zero intention at this stage of returning to Premier League management, but a big opportunity elsewhere piques his interest. In other news, Dominik Szoboszlai's agent has played down links with Real Madrid, suggesting he remains happy and fully committed to Liverpool. We have contacted sources at Anfield regarding the rumours, and will have an update on Szoboszlai's future later today. Arsenal burst into race for world-class 80-minute signing that will sting Liverpool. Arsenal have reportedly joined Liverpool and Barcelona in chasing elite Inter Milan star Alessandro Bastoni, and our sources have already revealed how he feels about a big summer transfer. Bastoni developed at Atalanta before joining Inter for $31 million in July 2017. He had loan spells back at Atalanta and Parma before forcing his way into Inter's starting lineup. So far, the centre-half has made 288 appearances for the Nerazzurri, helping them win 2 Serie A titles, 2 Coppa Italias and 3 Supercoppa Italianas, while also reaching 2 Champions League finals. Bastoni is one of Europe's most celebrated centre-backs. He is a modern left-footed defender with great technique and vision. Defensively, Bastoni has the physicality required to deal with top strikers, while his superb anticipation allows him to intercept opposition passes. Italian outlet Calciomercato have analysed several potential Serie A exits ahead of the summer, including Inter trio Bastoni, Federico Di Marco and Marcus Thuram, alongside Juventus duo Kenan Yildiz and Gleisen Bremer. Their report reveals that Arsenal and Barcelona are pursuing Bastoni as a prime summer target. The Italy international is a priceless player for Inter, but the chances of him leaving are growing. We revealed on December 20th that Bastoni could push for a new challenge at the end of the season. A source said, Alessandro is happy at Inter and in Italy, but at 26, there is the belief he might look to try his hand abroad. He is at the top of his game, and not many in the world currently compare to him. 2026 is going to be a big year for him. Liverpool have put Bastoni on their defensive shortlist alongside Borussia Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck. It was claimed on January 3rd that Barca will try to sign Bastoni before Liverpool, though Arsenal have now burst into the frame. The top-quality 26-year-old will cost 75 to 80 millimeters, 65 to 70 millimeters, 89-95 millers. While Bastoni is a key first-team player, such a large sale would transform Inter's financial situation, allowing them to make several new additions. Liverpool need Bastoni more. Inter are protected by Bastoni's contract, which runs until June 2028. Bastoni would be an excellent signing for Arsenal, as he has been labelled world-class by both CBS Sports and the Italian press. Although there is good reason to suggest Liverpool need him more than Arsenal, the Gunners already have William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes as their starting centre-backs, and Bastoni would not want to sit on the bench. Mikel Arteta also has Piero Hincapié and Christian Mosquera as backup options. Liverpool, in contrast, are looking for Virgil van Dijk's long-term successor, while Ibrahima Konate still has yet to pen a new contract.